Hello everybody and welcome back to Pokemon White 2. So in the last part, we defeated some members of Team Plasma, and we got to encounter Berg, and also there's a mysterious character, and we also got to do some training within the Relic Passage. But now we are going to continue doing our training by going into the park, a park within Castelia City itself, and also this guy here will say apparently that this is where it all began. Now for Castelia City. Yeah, now we have reached the area where it originally began when it came to building a Castelia City. Yeah, and this is something that we did not get to see whatsoever within the prequel titles. Yeah. But anyways, everyone, since we are now in a new area, which of course means there are even more new Pokemon that we can actually catch here. Now, where as you can see in front of us, we are indeed have encountered a Petilil. But however, if you are playing the Black 2, you're not going to be able to encounter Petililos in the wild here. But instead, you will find the counterpart, Contini. Yeah. But anyways, just like that, we've now caught Petilil, the bulb Pokemon. Yeah, Petilil is definitely your typical little bulb grass things. Okay, so as for the other Pokemon that you can actually find here. Now, if you did not catch Rattata or Pidove before, you can still find them here too. And then, if you want to get yourself in, and also, this is the only location in the entire game, well, aside from getting a special Eevee from Amanita, where you can actually get wild Eevees. Yeah, like this one. Yeah, like what you're seeing right now. Yeah, so if you want to get your hands on, Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, or even Espeon or Umbreon, then this right here is the place for you to get yourself an Eevee. And then within White 2, we'll be able to encounter Skitties, and within Black 2, you'll be able to encounter Bunearys, and finally, within the Rustling Grass. Now we'll still be able to encounter Shaudinos here, which is definitely a certainty, considering that this is definitely the place that you may want to get training up your team, before you go over to the Castelia Gym, which is where I'm essentially going to be spending the majority of my time in this video, just so I can train up my team. Yeah. And this will also go into, I probably am going to be doing some more off-screen training after this video is done. Yeah, considering that I definitely want to get myself prepped up for the Castelia Gym first. Yeah. But anyways, everyone. Now as for the other Pokemon that we can find within the Rustling Grass. Now within White 2, we'll be able to find Lilligant and also Delcatty, and within a Bull and within a Bull Lactu, you'll be able to encounter Whimsicott and a Lopunny, which I would say is definitely a godsend for those of you who actually want to utilize a Lopunny. Because for those of you who don't know, now when you catch a Baneri, no matter what, it's a friendship with you. We'll start at 0. Meaning that it will definitely take you a really long time in order for you to actually evolve it into a Lopunny. So this is definitely a godsend. So essentially for this area, if you want to skip out of Baneri entirely, you can do so. This definitely goes into, for those of you who really want to utilize a Lopunny. Okay. Oh yes, right, everyone. Oh yeah, there it is. That right there is what I was gonna say. Starting with this area. Now these Audino's are now going to have Attract. So be careful when you face off against them if you are the opposite gender of those Audino's. But anyways, there we go. Our Riolu has now reached level 20. Alright, excellent job. Alright, good job right there, Riolu. Oh, here it is! Here we go! Now we finally have the evolution of our Riolu. So those massages from before really did pay off. Riolu is now a Lucario, baby. Now we can really get serious with Lucario now. All right. Now next up, I definitely want to train my Zubat and my Growlithe more. Considering that these two are definitely going to be the Pokemon that I'm definitely going to be utilizing when it comes to the Castelia Gym. I'm definitely most likely going to be utilizing my Growlithe and my Zubat for the Castelia Gym. So I definitely want to get those two leveled up more now. But at the very least, I'm now glad that our Riolu is now a Lucario. Okay, everyone. Since I'm just gonna be doing a little bit of training here. Alright, now I may as well. Now, since I didn't exactly get to talk over the music while we were at the relic passage. I may as well get to actually talking about that now. Now, as you probably heard within the last video. Now, the music that was playing within the relic passage is the same music that we have heard previously within the prequel titles. Whenever you enter a cave, a cave. So but anyways. But I would say, it still sounds good. That cave music, it still sounds good. Now, it still sounds good. It's just that it's not exactly one of my favorites. And as you can see, this is why I was saying I'm definitely gonna be doing the majority of my training, training off screen. It's because trying to get a Audino to show itself here is definitely gonna be a rough one, considering that half of this grass is the regular grass. So Audino's not gonna. Oh, hello, Skitty! Hey, how's it going, Skitty? Hey. Alright, well, yeah, now that we have Skitty here, now it means we'll go over its brand new sprite that it gets for Generation 5. Yeah, as you can see, yep, Skitty indeed actually gets a brand new sprite for a Gen 5. And as you can see, Skitty is very excitable. Especially for the way it humps up and down constantly. But anyways, there we go. Now we got Skitty, the kitten Pokemon. Skitties are definitely your beloved kitties. Yeah. But anyways, everyone. Now, as I was saying, yeah. Now the reason why I am considering doing like off-screen training again is because trying to find Audinos around here is definitely more easier said than done. It's because Audinos for the most part may not show up. Audinos may not show up all the time. Considering that half of this grass around here is half of the grass is covered with the dark grass. Meaning that those spots are the ones that Audino will not show up in. So that's why, as you saw, I've been constantly just been exiting and re-entering the park, so that I can actually try to get another, so that I can try to get another Audino to show up. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing when it comes to my off-screen training for this place. Yeah. Okay, so now while I am still gonna be doing my training again, okay. Now I may as well continue with the Pokemon anime appearances. Okay, so next on the list is the Drillbur. Now after the Universe series. Now, just like Timber and Servine, after the Universe series, Drillbur also disappeared entirely. But however, unlike Timber and Servine, Drillbur actually got to make its return. Within the series of before, like Horizons, that of course being Journeys, and I definitely recall at least one Drillbur within Journeys that was utilized by Team Rocket thanks to the Prize Master. And then after Journeys, Drillbur has shown up at least a few more times within Horizons. Yeah. Okay. Oh yes, right. And I guess I may as well show this off here too. Yeah, with the fact that when I'm trying to level up my Growlithe, even though he will get a bunch of experience from the Audino, but as you saw, he didn't exactly level up from it. Yeah, Growlithe... Yeah, trying to level up Growlithe just to one level is definitely going to be the ultimate challenge when it comes to... Yeah, that is definitely going to be the ultimate challenge. Yeah, now, when it comes to leveling up Growlithe, yeah, considering that it definitely takes him a long time just to get to at least one level. Yeah, and especially with all of these Audinos around. Yeah. But anyways, everyone. Now moving on to Scraggy. Now after the Universe series, Scranky did show up a plentiful of times within the Akalo series. And then it did show up at least a few times within the Lola series. And then it did show up at least a few times within Journeys. Well, actually, one of which just so happens to be Ashes. One of which just so happens to be Ashes. One of which just so happens to be Ashes. I'm Scraggy again. Yeah. And then Scraggy has yet to make an appearance within Horizons. Although maybe with the upcoming episodes of Horizons, maybe we'll see Scraggy then. But honestly, I don't know. Okay, so now next up, Sandile. Now after the Universe series, Sandile did show up. If it did got to make a few. Now Sandile got to make a few background appearances within the Akalo series, and it also got to show up a few times, only like a few times within the Lola series, and Sandile also got to show up a few times within Journeys, one of which was in fact caught by Go. So at the very least, we got to see Sandile at least for at least some major appearances of Sandile there. And then within Horizons, Sandile has only shown up 3 times. Yeah, and one of which was definitely in the episode where we saw not only Sandile but also Krokorok and a crew, and also Krookodile. And apparently there's something else going on, and I think I shall be in and of this part right here, so that I of course can start off my off-screen training. If only they actually recognized what I was doing anyway. And so until the next part, I'll see you guys next time.